Support for the show comes from Amazon Prime. You might think of Prime as only a way to get fast, free delivery or maybe as the place to stream movies, shows, and sports. But it's actually way more than that. Maybe you've got a passion or a hobby. Prime can help you get the most out of it. Whether you're streaming documentaries on marine animals, ordering action figure stands with free one-day delivery, or finding the perfect playlist to impress that special someone, Prime makes it easier and faster to do what you love. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.
Hey everyone, Jon Wertheim here, flying solo like Roland Garros himself. It is day 5 here at the 2025 French Open. This is Quick Serve, brought to you by Amazon Prime. We always look for themes of the day, and I'm not sure we had an obvious one today, but the contenders did their thing. They contended, they showed why they're among the favorites, no real upsets in the draw, and then a lot of exciting matches sort of at that next level down, most of them involving young players. So let's get through the expected winners who won expectedly. Jannik Sinner trying to win here at Roland Garros for the first time, but win his 4th major. He beat Richard Gasquet in what is Richard Gasquet's final match. Richard Gasquet, Andy spoke eloquently last week, one of the towering French players of the last 20 years or so, born within a few days of Rafa Nadal. So he outlasted Rafa, did not achieve Rafa's heights necessarily, but still a great career for a really flashy player, good presence out here, but Jannik Sinner gets through in straight sets. Madison Keys, who won the previous major, beat Katie Boulter. Madison Keys was the Boulter, just way too much power for her British opponent. Other favorites, Coco Gauff, who's been to the final here, beat a younger player. Don't often find that with Coco Gauff, but she beat Teresa Valentova, who was she was a very good Czech junior and now is making her way, but just did not have the weapons or the experience to play with Coco. Not the cleanest match from Coco. If these match stats are correct, and they aren't always, she had 12 winners and 23 unforced errors, and yet she never really was in trouble. And as we know, Coco has gotten very good at prevailing when she's not playing her best tennis. That was the case today, but she got through smoothly. And there's this guy named Djokovic. He's 38 years old, and he hasn't won a title in a year and a half, going through a bit of a coaching change. We probably shouldn't consider. Oh, wait, it's Novak Djokovic who won yet again, his 19th straight win at Roland Garros, which I feel like I keep needing to remind people. He wins Olympic gold. Last year at this event, he needed knee surgery after one of his matches, but he won that match. He won the title the year before. And the guy he lost to 3 years ago is now memorialized as a statue, but is no longer playing. Novak Djokovic, in about a week's time, has gone from this could be ugly to a contender, and he's going to move up to number 3 with the odds makers. Speaking of number 3s, Zverev and Jessica Pegula, the his and hers number 3s, both got through pretty handily. Not a lot of drama there among the favorites. The drama came from that next level down, and there were a lot of exciting matches on the grounds. Mira Andreeva, who's sort of in between. She might consider her a contender. She's also one of the young, exciting kids. Semifinalist last year. She beat the hard-hitting Ashlyn Kruger of the U.S. in straight sets. Keep an eye on Mira Andreeva. And then really 2 of the best matches of the day. One of them scoreline, one of them atmosphere. Scoreline, Arthur Fils on Suzanne Lenglen, the great French hopeful, the highest-ranked French player, at a Paris basketball game the other night with Chauncey Billups. Little tidbit there. I'm not sure that's necessarily the best preparation for trying to win a major, but it all worked for him today. Just an exciting 5-set win over João Munar of Mallorca. This was a wacky match. It was the first match of the day, and yet it spanned more than 4 hours. I want to read you. Why don't we just go to the expert? This is what, if I can find this quickly, this is what Arthur Fils had to say about his win in summation, and he basically said, I won the first 2 sets. I lost the next 2. It was tough in the 5th. Came back from a breakdown. I did a crazy celebration, and here we are. Indeed, here we are. There was a lot that went into that beyond 2 sets and crazy celebrations. João Munar was up a break in the 5th set and then sort of collapsed, and Arthur Fils really fighting his body. Missed a couple of overheads that just had this rock crowd absolutely moaning as if, as watching a show at the Moulin Rouge that didn't go their way. And then Arthur Fils steadies and wins the match. A very strange match, a lot of atmosphere, but Arthur Fils prevails. Has now won 2 matches here for his career, but we'll see how he pulls up. I mean, this is going to have a long recovery from a long match, but this was really entertaining stuff. French crowd really got into it. Arthur Fils was asked about the undisciplined French crowd and took great issue with that, saying French crowds are some of the best crowds there are. You know who might disagree with that, though, is João Fonseca, because the Brazilian teenage sensation was playing on court 14. Andy and I were talking the other day about how it was a little weird to see him play on court 7, one of the smaller courts, and now he goes back-to-back in intimate settings. But great atmosphere on court 14. It felt like a qualifier for World Cup or something. It was he played a French player, French fans, Brazilian fans. I learned that a Brazilian tour group had fashioned a vacation package around coming to Paris to watch Fonseca. So thanks in part to this tour group, there was a lot of Brazil going down, and he won a close match. He wasn't quite as dynamic and electric as he was in the first round, but still, man, there is so much flash on the forehand return of his. He's such a good mover. 7-6, 7-6, 6-4. And if a man answers hang up, old joke. But Fonseca gets through in straights and really has been one of the toasts of the tournament. Who does he play in the next round? He plays Jack Draper, because the British number 5 seed continues his clay court mastery. Sort of a tough match in terms of atmospherics, playing Gael Monfils in the big house of the night session, but Jack Draper gets through to move on. Other results, we can just kind of go through these and pick and choose as we please. Sonia Kenin, a finalist here 5 years ago, getting her groove back. Now a seeded player, she beat Victoria Azarenka, two-time major champ Lois Boissin, who a month ago was best known for being the recipient of some uncharitable remarks. And now, forget about that. She is making a name for herself into the third round. Good for her. Other results of note, we can just run through these. Marketa Vondrousova, who, apart from being a former Wimbledon champion, people forget, former finalist here, a lefty. She can play on clay, seems to be healthy. Keep an eye on her. A lot of good matches out there. Matches still going on, candidly, as we speak. So if there are any crazy upsets or any crazy dramatics, Andy and I can get to those on day 6. Let's take a quick peek ahead and look at tomorrow. What do we have? Sabalenka kicking things off, trying to win here for the first time. Holger Rune in the big house, then Jasmine Paolini, who quickly become a crowd favorite. And then the night session, Carlos Alcaraz against Damir Žumur, the former child star, the Macaulay Culkin of Bosnia-Herzegovina. Seriously, look that one up. He was, before he got into tennis, he was like a child star. Serious point about this match. In his last match against Pericard, Žumur looked like he wrenched his knee and was really in agony. He ended up winning that match, but you hope he pulls up healthy, because if there is a retirement in the night match, that's not going to go over so well with the crowd. But Carlos Alcaraz is your featured performer at the 8 o'clock session. Other matches, Musetti's in action. Iga Świątek gets the Longland call, trying to win here for the 4th time. Former champion Yelena Ostapenko against Rybakina is an interesting match. And then Frances Tiafoe and Sebastian Korda, two guys that know each other well. One of them will be in the 4th round. So we are guaranteed. Is that right? Yeah, we're guaranteed an American in the 4th round, right? Then and there, Ben Shelton is in action as well. Keep in mind, Shelton won his 2nd round match with a walkover over Hugo Gaston. So Ben Shelton hasn't played since Sunday night. How will he pull up, 5 days later against the Italian qualifier Gigante, who's decidedly not Gigante, by the way. Fun player to watch. He's the guy who beat Tsitsipas in the last round. He weighs about $160, coming out of the pool. No truth in advertisement with the last name, but fun player to watch. That will do it for today. We will go through all of Friday's matches on Friday. Andy hopefully will be back from Little League Baseball, and enjoy the tennis, everyone. It's been a fun tournament so far. The weather's been great. It's supposed to be a hot one tomorrow, so keep that in mind. That might advantage players like Ben Shelton, sort of flat, heavy hitters. But we will do this again tomorrow when my phone stops ringing. It's been fun. This is Quick Serve, Day 5 from Roland Garros, brought to you by Amazon Prime. Enjoy the tennis, everyone.
Support for the show comes from Amazon Prime. Prime is more than just fast, free delivery. It's your go-to for streaming music, movies, and sports. Plus, it's also a great way to connect with the things you love. Into skiing? Stream ski films on Prime Video even when the slopes are bare. Love fishing? You can get new gear delivered fast and be back by the water in no time. Planning your next big trip? Prime helps you get everything you need faster than you can write your out-of-office email. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.